Good morning, good afternoon. My name is Zhiwei Song. I used to be living in Beijing. In 1986, I came to Belgium, so that was already 34 years ago. I made my PhD study in the University of Leuven, and after that one, I joined IT company in Belgium as well. So because of so many years in Europe, so we also see, should we do something between China and Europe? Because we have been living here for so long, and we know the culture from both sides. And that's exactly where we started this association of Chinese European innovation and entrepreneurship. So myself, as I said, I'm working for a leading IT company. So we do a lot of innovation. And in nowadays, people always asking globalization and collaboration, especially after, especially in the event of COVID-19. There are a lot of things, a lot of questions coming up. So people say, is the globalization still will be the future? And are basically the whole world, are we continue to be collaborated or not? So I don't have the answer to that one, but I do have experiences from IT evolution. So in the past, when we write a program in IT, so we write one big program, and this program does everything. So we call it a kind of monolithic architecture. And that the problem with let's say with this architecture is when the market asks you to deliver something very fast, when the market having some problems, and to analyzing the impact of that one, it is very difficult because it is monolithic. So if something is wrong in one area, it can impact to the others. And also, if you have to test this monolithic system, it will take you a lot of time. So that's why in the past, our IT delivery is always, we talk about a yearly or half year or quarterly basis. And now, because of the new technology, the market asking the IT providers to deliver stuff in a week or 2 weeks time. So monolithic is not going to work. And then the IT industry has evolved into a kind of service-oriented architecture. So you try to break the big program into smaller one. So that is service-based. And now the future of the IT industry will be moving to microservices, because service is smaller than the monolithic program, but it's still quite big. And if you really want to deliver something in a week time, you have to go to a really something smaller, we call microservices. So in this way, you break down your services into smaller pieces. So if you have to deliver some new features, you just have to focus on the microservice. You deliver that part, you test that part, you bring that one to the market. So that certainly reduces the release cycle, and also it removed the trouble when one microservice is not working, and it will impact let's say the whole thing. So why I'm talking about this evolution in IT? So I think the globalization is facing similar challenges. Let's say from COVID-19, we all realize if somewhere is wrong, and then the whole world seems collapsed. I mean, let's talk about the medical equipment. Let's talk about the face masks. So if you don't have supply and you are really in trouble, once you are in trouble, it's not only about economical impact, but also on, let's say, on human lives. So basically, what I say, I try to look at the IT evolution. I basically try to apply that one to the globalization. I think the globalization will still be the future because we don't have any alternative. On the other hand, the way to collaborate probably will be changing. I mean, it will basically, we have to create a situation where we can tackle the issues much faster. On the other hand, we are not completely dependent on one point or one country or one continent. So why I'm saying this, the point is that we are doing something between China and Europe. So we have to look at the bigger picture to see whether we are in the right atmosphere, whether we have the right let's say we have the right environment to do something. So if I look at what happened in the past months and weeks, and especially very recently, I think China, Europe will be continue to collaborate. And to collaborate, maybe they have to find another way, but collaboration is really the future. So today I'm very happy to got a message from the previous two speakers about all those let's say on the work to make this happen, and this is really important. So come back to ACEIE. What ACEIE, let's say, is doing. So actually, this organization is pretty young. We started from 2017. As I said, most of the members of this organization are volunteer-based because we have our main job, and then we use our spare time to do something because we feel we have the sort of responsibility, and also we like to bring the two continents together. So this is how ACEIE started. What are the vision and strategy for having this? What is the purpose of having this? So actually there are three aspects. One is innovation is the core. So we do everything related to innovation. We don't do anything with the restaurant. We don't do anything with the trading. So innovation, it is our main focus. It's a core. And then the internationalization is a driver. That's why I was talking about the big picture. If internationalization is not going to be happening, then basically we will stop our activity as well. Because we want to really, as I say, bring people together from different cultures, different country, different continent, work together. So we need this internet. We need to have this need for internationalization. That's the driver for what we do. And we set up a professional services to do the job. Although we are volunteer-based, but we are doing job in a professional way. Only in this way we can connect people from different culture, and to make sure that at the end of the day we respect the culture of differences. But on the other hand, we can find a way to work together. So these are the three aspects of the core of ACEIE. How do we realize our value? So we say we are going to build up a platform. So we are not a company to do any innovation. We are not a research institution to do research. We are a platform. In this platform, we do, let's say we have four elements. One is incubation. That's mainly focusing for the startups. I mean, as I already said, from EIT, they mentioned when you start to have idea, you start to accelerate, and then you're scaling it. So we are focusing on startups. So this is one area of focus that we have. And the second one is accelerating. So once you are on your way to do something, you still need support from the different angle, like resources, the financial market, the partner, all of this. So we are trying to bring those things together in order to support the researchers or the startups. And also, let's say now, if you do something, you do need financial support. Without financial support, we can't really move or we can't sustain. So we're also bringing investors, let's say that's one channel, or the government support, or the support from different organizations in supporting innovation, research, and startups. And then the last but not least is about technology transfer. At the end of the day, if we can't bring technology and the industry together, yes, it has a value long term for the whole world, but somehow we have to be realistic as well. So we have to industrialize those technology in order to reward to those pioneers. On the other hand, to really bring value to human beings, and hopefully the whole world will be beneficial from that. So this is a platform. We're focusing on the four elements in order to realize our dream. So today, I don't think I have time to talk about everything. If you really need us, just let's say send an email to us to contact us. So what is the scope? Innovation, we can say a lot of things. I mean, we are not talking about content here. I'm more talking about to which let's say group of people we are providing services for. So the scope for us is, one is about project. We have to find very good, let's say, a team, and also a project. They have good idea. They want to realize that one, so they start with a smaller project or startups. So we try to identify them. It's very important for us to explore the, let's say, the good ideas, because in Chinese we always say the talented people are there. You have to discover them. If they are not discovered, it will be a waste for the whole world. So one of our job is to identify those interesting ideas, interesting projects, interesting teams. And second one, we have to bring those ideas and the projects and teams landed somewhere. If they are only in their head, it's not going to work. So the second job for us is to really find all the support needed for those startups, for those researchers. So we have to find a partner, we have to find financial support and resources and market and all of this. So the second job for us is to land those things into reality. And the same thing for people. So the project is more on the group basis. The talent is more on the individual basis. On the individual basis, if you want to realize your idea, of course you need people, you need money, you need all the support. So we are going to connect you with organizations who are fitting and looking for the contribution from you. So again, it's identification and also to connect. So these are the two main audience I would say that we are focusing on. We do two things: identification and landing. And in addition to support this, we are also working with the partners to provide some training services and also to acquire some market research in order to facilitate companies both from Europe and from China to be familiar with the other side of the world. So this is, I would say, the service scope from us. So how do we do it? It is very simple. We connect universities, research institutions, and companies both from China and from Europe. We try everything in every angle, in every possible way to make a connection between them. And we hope through this connection, they can do something together. So this is the kind of approach or consulting approach we apply in our job. So here I just want to see, as I said, we started from 2017. We are a very young organization. We have in the total organization, we have for the moment about 15 people. So we cover most of the Western European countries, but we are not limited to only those countries. Actually, we serve for the whole Europe. And the important partners, of course, we have partners in Europe. So we have, let's say, collaborators from university, from research institution, from association like EURAXESS, and also from like Enrich. So we have those collaborators in order for us to be more deeply integrated into the European region. On the other hand, we also have partners from China and partners from the Chinese community in Europe, and also incubator center from China who are building up something in Europe. And in China, as you can see, we have established collaboration, the working collaboration relationship with quite a number of provinces. Let's say some of them are governmental organizations, some of them are non-profit, are kind of NGO, and some of them are high-tech center. So we are expanding our partnership relationship in China in order to make sure that our European demands will be met. So, as I said, very important partner for us is ACEIE. Maybe for you, for most of you, you know or you don't know. So ACEIE stands for China Association of Science and Technology. It is an NGO, but it is NGO on the national level. So normally in China, you have the Ministry of Science and Technology. This one is a sort of a mirror of that, but this one is non-governmental. So, but the chairman is always quite with quite a high level. So at this point in time, Mr. Wang Gang is the chairman of CAST, and he used to be the Minister of Science and Technology, and he has been studying in Germany, so he is quite known for Europeans, and he is the chairman for CAST. And as I said, in 2016, the vice chairman of CAST came to Belgium, especially for the opening of our offices. So basically, we established relationship from there. And after that, Mr. Wang Gang was here last year, and also there was another vice president was here in 2017. So we have a very strong connection with them. And this CAST, NGO in China is powerful not only because the leaders of this organization is quite known and respected, but also they have a very strong network. They have a network on the province level, on the city level, even on district level. So whenever you need something, if we try to make use of this network, we can really get the job done. So I had some demands in the very beginning of the COVID-19, and the professor from France, I would like to be connected with China CDC. And through this network, in less than 3 days, we made a connection and we made online discussion. And some companies would like to visit Alibaba or Xiaomi or Dengxun, and we are able to connect with, let's say, with those big giants of Chinese enterprises very easily because we have the strong network of CAST. The second important partner is a partner in Europe. This is a Chinese professional organization in Europe. So every country, there is one or several associations like this on the country level, and they basically gather the Chinese professionals together. The main purpose is about networking, to know each other. On the European level, there is a federation of those Chinese professional associations. So this organization is loosely coupled. They are not very active in operation, but they are like kind of symbolic, organization to bring all of the people together. So at this point in time, there are 67 Chinese professional associations as a member of this union, and also there are more than 20,000 individual professionals, within this organization. So this one gave us the opportunity to be connected with the Chinese professionals in Europe. And this one is an incubator center built in Belgium. It is a 200 million investment from Wuhan. So the project started from 2013. It took quite some time, and finally, it was the agreement was signed in front of the President of China and also Prime Minister of Belgium. So this project now is finishing the phase 1, and basically by 2021, the offices will be open. So now the buildings are there. They are doing the original decoration. So within this incubator center, they have 5 office buildings. So there you can have offices. You can do some tests. So they have some area they use for laboratory. They also will create something like 2,000 square meters for common working place in order to accommodate especially the startups. So this one is located in Louvain-la-Neuve. It's a city 20 kilometers far from Brussels. Our association is registered in this campus. So this campus eventually will bring most of the Chinese companies who like to do business in Europe to have their headquarters there in order to expand their business because the reason of European the European Union is located in Brussels. So this gives us opportunity to have access to companies from China coming over to Europe. And of course, there are also some European companies who are doing business in China. They are located there as well. So at this point in time, as I said, phase 1 is almost done. So in total, the incubator center is about 120,000 square meters. Now 57,000 square meters is done. So we hope this one will become a hub to connect between the Chinese companies and the European activity. So let's say these are the strong partners that we have. So what we do as Association of Chinese and European Innovation and Entrepreneurship Association. So we are, as I said, we are having several important activities. One of them is about competition. So we are organizing innovation entrepreneurship competition in Europe for CAS and also for some provinces in order to, as I said, to identify the important, let's say, or the interesting startups and individuals. And finally, we bring the one, let's say we do a contest here in Europe, and then we select some of them. We'll bring them to China to join the final one. And after the final one, you will be getting financial support, or you'll find your partners. So this is it sounds like a very simple thing, but this is a very, very good opportunity for researchers, especially for startups. Why is that? And China has a lot of policies for talent and also for innovations, like in Europe. I mean, actually, they have a lot of them on the national level, on province level, on city level, on district level. So there are a lot of things. But if you want to really benefit from all of this, if you follow the normal process, it will take you quite some time. You have to fill in a lot of information. There are going to be several approvals. So it will take some time. It is not, what should I say? It is difficult, but it is possible to do it. But this is really a fast track. So once you are on the top, because normally they have the prize 1, 2, 3. If you are one of the winners of the competition, you don't have to go through this approval or this evaluation process. You are automatically, let's say, nominated as a certain type of talent or project. So that means if you will be settled down in China, or you will find a partner in China to do research or to do business in China, you will be getting the, let's say, financial support from the government. This support is for free. It's for free in the sense that you don't have to pay back. You don't have to pay any interest. So it is money. They help you to start up your business there. Of course, there are some conditions you have, let's say, you have to match, but you don't have to go through the evaluation process. Because they considered this contest is a kind of evaluation process. So this is really the fast track. So we started to do this from 2017 until now. We have organized about 5 of the contests. Normally every year we have 2 contests organized in Europe. In March we organized one for Qingdao, and now actually we are in the middle of organizing another contest for Jinan that will be happening in September. And after that one, we also have some competitions that we will not host the competition in Europe, but we will be participating in the competition in China. But anyway, if you go via this channel, as I said, it will be simplifying a lot of those processes for you to get there. And you can get money very quickly if you need financial support. One of the examples was we had a very young PhD student. They finished his study, had some ideas, they want to do something. In less than 6 months, we got financial support for him. And now he's really growing his business in the city of Jinan. So as I said, we do every year we do one for Jinan, we do one for CAS. So it is a very important opportunity. I hope that in the future, since we are connected, we will distribute those information to you in order for you to apply. For you, the investment is really limited in the sense that what they need is you need to have a good business plan. You have to present that one, and there is a European scientific committee to do the first scanning, and then to do the we will select 30 or 40 people to do the contest in Europe. The scientific committee will be doing the evaluation, and eventually will select sometimes 10, sometimes 30. I think the maximum number we have done was 30 people. We basically recommend them to China, and then they will join the final one. So be aware of this one. In the future, we'll distribute the information through different channels. If you really are interested in doing something in China, this is a great opportunity. And in addition to this one, we also organize some missions. So we organize, it depends on the request of European side or the Chinese side. We organize missions to visit different cities or different enterprise companies to make connection as well. That is another way of doing it. And recently with the COVID-19, we can't travel, so we have organized already 4 or 5 the online connection. So we recommend 3 or 4 interesting projects to the Chinese, and then we organize the online conference. The other side will be investors and also partners, potential partners. So they will be talking to each other, and then eventually after that one, if they are all having interest to each other, we'll be helping them to be connected eventually to develop the business. And we also help, let's say, university researchers to participate in the research of university in China. Very latest news this morning, I got news, one professor from Belgium, he will be joining the research work in the University of Tianjin. So that was almost confirmed. So we are doing this kind of, let's say, promotion as well. So this is about the, let's say, the online presentation. And of course, as I said, our organization is not top-down organization, it's bottom-up. So because we have to be flexible with all of our times, so we are also helping individuals. So if we now individual, let's say people who have ambition to do something in China, or startups do something in China, we also make the point-to-point connection. So anyway, the whole purpose for us is not about activity, it's not about an event, it's really about can we put people together to do something. So I will not talk about all the kind of let's say policies from China for the talent and for the innovative startups, but they do have really a lot of those policies. It is very encouraging for people in this area to be active and to collaborate. And I just want to show you with the last news. So probably, especially for people from Europe, you know or you don't know, very recently Hainan is a province in the very southern part of China, and they have received a very special policy they call it free trade hold. It's an area, it's a province. The Chinese government gives them a lot of policies where the other cities do not have. For example, they want to make Hainan a kind of tax-free provinces. So that means I just saw the policy. So one of them is for individual tax, you only have to pay up to 15%, 1-5. And for the companies, it's the same. And for the companies, you want to do something in China, if you have the product from Hainan towards other cities of China will be free of charge. Will be free tax. And also, if you make something 30% of the product made in Hainan, the tax will be also free for the other cities, or let's say of China. So it is a great opportunity for people who want to do something in China. Because they want to make this province a really a free trade zone. They want to attract people to be there as well. Hainan, the important industry is about agriculture, health, and of course the digital business. So if you have time, if you want to be connected, we can talk to you more about this. It is, I would say, golden opportunity for people from Europe to enter into the Chinese market, and also to collaborate with research and also innovation organizations in China. Okay, I think I will stop here. My time probably is also is also up.
Thank you very much,
Anna?
Dr. Song.